Thanks again, everyone, for joining today. We're really excited about this webinar. We've got some great experts here to talk to you about Google's AI-driven search landscape, and excited to have you. I'm Andrew Adams. I'm the Director of Partnership Marketing here at Scorpion, and I work directly with a lot of our partners on putting together these kinds of presentations and kind of finding ways to interact with our partners more. So I'm excited for the two experts we have joining us today. Charlie Rubio, he is the Senior Regional Product Lead at Google. He drives the go-to-market strategy for AI-powered advertising solutions across North and South America. He's been with Google for more than 7 years. He's based in LA. And then we've got Ashley Kim. He leads Scorpion's advertising product and strategy teams with more than 17 years of experience in digital marketing and advertising. And he specializes in small business, small medium business lead generation. And he's based in Phoenix, Arizona. So really excited to have both of them here to join us today. Really quick, this is the agenda we're going to go through. Charlie's going to take the first two sections here, talking about the shift to AI and also how AI search is changing marketing. And then Ashley's going to tell you a little bit about how Scorpion and Google work together to make your ads more effective overall. And before we jump into the content, wanted to highlight just about Scorpion and Google. We have been a premier partner with Google since 2021. We take great pride in our strong partnership with Google to empower thousands of home services, legal, and franchise businesses. And you can see kind of some of our partner benefits there too. So we're going to kick this off. Just a quick reminder, there is a Q&A section in the Zoom that you can drop any questions that you have, and also the chat if you have anything that you'd like to add there as well. And just as a reminder, we will send out this presentation to everyone afterwards. Probably sometime tomorrow you'll get that email, so you'll have access to this so you can go back and look through anything that you'd like. So I'm going to turn the time over now to Charlie, and he's going to take us through.
Amazing. Thanks, Andrew, and hello to everyone. Super excited to be chatting with you today on this presentation about AI, what Google is doing. Hopefully you like it. And as I said at the beginning of the presentation, we're going to chat a little bit about the shift to AI and how is it applied to marketing. So jumping directly into it, we listen about AI everywhere, right? And Google launch a lot of products every day. And actually, Google is also famous for these moonshots. Moonshots are called like these projects that basically try to solve a huge problem. Basically, moonshots are like self-driving cars like Waymo or drone delivery. But it's important to remember that search has always been and remains our biggest moonshots, right? And you are aware that AI is everywhere right now, and we're ready at Google. We're building the AI that will power your customer businesses into a new phase of growth and opportunity. And search is a perfect example on how we're doing it. So back in 2006, actually, one of our co-founders, Larry Page, described that the ultimate search engine will be one that you will be able to, one that will understand you and give you exactly what you want. It's pretty crazy that to think about that this quote in the context of 18 years ago, actually, right? So in pursuit of this goal, we make thousands of improvements to search each year. Some of my personal favorites innovation over the past decades includes Hum to Search, the feature in Google that actually allows you to identify the song but humming or singing, multi-search with images and text at the same time, and of course, a overview, which we will talk about shortly, right? But search is evolving. When I explain how search is evolving in two major ways. I like to think that first, it changed in the way that the question that people ask and how they ask them. And the second is the result that Google provides towards those questions, right? So I will spend a little bit more time now talking about the first part, how people ask questions and how that's changed over the past years. So each day, 15% of the searches that we see at Google have never seen before. Now, you are probably thinking, I haven't seen this slide in the middle of those times. Don't we have anything new? Well, what's amazing is that this statistic has remained true for over a decade. And we have validated this claim 4 separate times. It shows that people have endless curiosity and that the world we live is in constantly changing. That's why we think that search will never be a solved problem. We're seeing a big change in how people search. Queries are getting longer and more complex. Instead of short phrases, the volume of searches within 5 or more words grew 1.5 times as faster as shorter queries compared to the same time in the previous years. And we are making a huge effort to make searches more intuitive than ever with Gemini, our groundbreaking multimodal AI. This means search can include and understand images, videos, and more, just like you do. So if you are circling to search for sunglasses or using Lens to identify a flower, Gemini is working behind the scenes to connect you with what you need. Do you want, yeah. So to further highlight this point, we have been seeing 12 billion visual searches a month, and 1 in every 4 visual search queries done using Google Lens have a commercial intent. These new visual searches are a huge opportunity for your advertisers. So we're not just giving people new ways to search. We're also incorporating new ways to display our results. We have incorporated AI overview. You will find AI overviews in your search results when our system determine that generative AI can be especially helpful. For example, when you want to quickly understand information from a range of sources. This is generally in response to what we call complex queries. So one question that I usually get from customers is like, hey, how is this gonna change the ads ecosystem, right? So it's important to mention that at Google, ads will continue to play a critical role in helping customers and find helpful information and enable businesses to be discovered within the AI overview, right? We see ads in the AI overview as an opportunity to reach customers early in their search journeys. The search and shopping ads that serve in the AI overview are coming from existing search, shopping, or PMAX campaigns, something different from ads above and below from the AI overview. So as you have been noted, search is changing, but we are really committed to keep supporting the web ecosystem. While search is changing, we are committed to sending the web ecosystem the traffic that it needs to continue thriving, right? So in order to do this, in order to keep it up with how search is changing, we recommend customers to keep building great content for readers, understand the results and the trends that you see on Search Console, and follow the best practices and the existing search guidance and provide feedback on new products, right? So we have seen how search has evolved over the past years, how we are incorporating AI and Gemini into our models in order to provide customers the most and the best solutions to acquire new customers at scale. But now let's chat a little bit about how AI search is changing marketing. So according to a report from McKinsey, the biggest reported revenue effects of AI are found in marketing and sales. And AI-enabled advertising will be 90% of all advertising by 2027. So if you're marketing on sales, you should be leveraging AI to maximize your business results. Actually, marketing and sales departments that increase their AI adoption tend to see 70% increased revenue and 28% decrease in costs. And speaking about Google itself and our solutions, we see that 80% of our customers use at least one AI-powered search as product. So I would like to explain you in this part of the conversations what AI solution you can use to promote your businesses and enhance your marketing strategy. While there are many use cases and products powered by AI, we just announced a ton of them last year in Google I/O, and we are going to announce more in this Google I/O. We are all here as marketers, and we need to enhance and maximize the use of these solutions. So when I started my career at Google 7 years ago, it was all about precision, right? I tried to understand and to get the perfect creative, the exact keyword, the right bit, right? In order to ensure that basically we're targeting to the customer for our business. But that's definitely had changed a lot. We have moved from the area of precision and tried to understand specifically what we need to provide to Google to the area of precision. Now we can leverage AI to find the best customer for our business and let the machine to work for us and try to find the users that we want based on our business goals. So our AI-powered ad solutions are designed to multiply your results. Google AI acts as a multiplier for your marketing expertise, delivering profitable growth and helping you reach customers wherever they are, even with unpredictable behavior. It's also supercharged your creativity for greater impact. I would like to explain you how our AI works, how you can make the best use of it. So this is basically the way that most of or the logic behind how most of our AI solutions works in theory and in practice, right? I would like to see this as a flywheel for your business. The first step is data. It all begins with data. The better the data you provide to the AI to work with, the better the outcome it can drive. Those outcomes are your business goals and targets. With your target set and 10, our AI-powered products help you catch widest nets possible and help you find customers in places where you may not have thought to look. Because of all of these engagements, it will teach the AI a lot about your customers. Now that basically you have supplied the AI with your business goals, and AI has already tried into the market how those works, now you can take those insights, iterate, and improve your plans and targets, and apply you have learned into the next lap, moving faster, more precisely, and towards a stronger growth. Think of it as like a compounding interest. Every repetition of these cycles start from a higher base and builds on top of what came before. It's important to keep your budget allocation agile. So having worked so hard to identify growth, you don't want to leave it on the table because of an arbitrary cap or limit. So moving from the logic on how most of our AI solution works, I'd like to move on to specific solutions that we can provide to customers and businesses. So to help you acquire customers at scale using this AI model, we offer two leading products: our AI search ads and Performance Max. These are designed to drive significant business growth. And I would like to speak about how can you enhance or how can you maximize these two solutions that we have and how do they work. For Google Search AI, basically, we have a product which is called Broad Match. Broad Match helps us find new opportunities, right? With combining Broad Match with the smart bidding and responsive search ads, we will be able to find the best users for the right moment at the right time and try to acquire conversions at scale that matter to your businesses. This is a powerful combination because it's combined three different AI unique solutions that lives within Google search: broad match, smart bidding, and responsive search ads. On the other side of the equation, basically, once we maximize search, we have one of our top-notch solutions, which is Performance Max. Performance Max is all about expanding your reach and finding new customers. But the great thing about PMax is that this allows you to show your ads across all the networks that we do have and offer at Google, including Google Search, Google Search, Google Display, YouTube, Google Maps, and all our search partners, right? The great thing about Performance Max is that we have seen an average of 18% more conversions at a similar cost per acquisition when customers ended up or started up a PMax campaign. And regarding PMax, I would like to share with you one of these updates that we have launched in the past months. One of these is like generated assets in Performance Max. So basically, with this new feature, you can ask the AI to help you to build assets for your PMax campaign. Usually one of the questions or the things that advertisers told us is they don't have time to generate assets. So now PMax with these new features allows you to generate assets. You don't have to waste time generating them, and you can to create your campaign in just 2 minutes. Also, sometimes getting started with a new search campaign can be challenging if you don't know how to do it. So that's why we introduce a conversational experience as well in Google Ads. Now you can simply ask Google AI for help, just as you will do it to a colleague. Need keyword suggestions? Want help crafting compelling headlines? These features make campaign creation more accessible and efficient. So we're seeing how Google AI is constantly enhancing the advertising experience. Consider this example. Even when a user enters the same search, they are generating different ads variation. This ensures the most relevant and tailored message to benefiting from both the advertiser and the user. That's why we launched this feature, which is automatically created assets based on the user context and the user previous behavior to basically provide the right message and the most relevant one. Amazing. So as we have explored the synergy between the AI-powered search and Performance Max by combining this technology, you will unlock the ability to drive unparalleled conversions and maximize return on investments across of Google. This is a significant opportunity if you would like to start investing or enhancing your current marketing strategy by leveraging more on broad match, smart bidding, responsive search ads to basically enhance your power search ad strategy, plus adopting PMax to cast a wider net and show your ads across all Google properties across the board. Perfect. That was all my part. I will pass it over to Ashley, who is going to talk about how Scorpion and Google are working together to drive better ads.
Yeah, thank you, Charlie. And hello, everybody. Yeah, very glad and excited to share some thoughts with you as far as how our partnership has been working with Google. And, I'd just like to touch upon the fact that Google's been such a key partner for us and such an important partner and supportive partner. And I want to share a lot of with everybody here in terms of how we're adopting a lot of Google's technology into our advertising strategy and product deployments. So that we get our customers better results. Next, Andrew. So one thing I like to harken back to was I think this is probably mid 2023, early 23. I saw a presentation that was talking about where Google AI was, and I think the overwhelming image that stuck with me was this demonstration around how this gentleman here in the picture. His name is forgive my pronunciation here, but I believe it's Demi Hasibas or Hasibas. Forgive the pronunciation there, but he's the founder of DeepMind, not to be confused with DeepSeek. And Many years ago, he presented to Google, his AI company, and his demonstration basically showed how he can train his AI to learn how to play a game like Breakout. And within minutes, the AI basically mastered the game, and it was part of what closed the deal, from what I think Urban Legend says, in terms of Google buying DeepMind and having it become such a critical part of Gemini and all the AI products that Google runs. Next, Andrew. And so, oop, um, next slide here, Andrew. All right, and then excuse me. So with that being said, one of the key pieces here, I think Charlie, you had mentioned, giving signals is like compound interest as far as telling Google, providing the first party feedback you need to inform your, advertising systems and AI systems to perform optimally. And so what we at Scorpion built, we built a technology called Leads AI. And what's important about this is that Leads AI is a technology that reviews every single lead that Scorpion receives on behalf of our customers. And what it does from there, it basically transcribes, usually what is a phone call. We run it through both a machine learning and also a generative AI process to then determine things like what was the caller calling about, how likely is it that this caller is looking for a service or a product that this business has to sale, and how likely is it that this will book or result in a sale for the client. And so the end result is we end up coming up with a score and a value for every lead we generate, and this becomes a very valuable piece of data or first party data that we provide, so that we can really feed it to all the systems we use internally here at Scorpion. Here at Scorpion, and also to our partners like Google to help their advertising systems operate better. Next slide, Andrew. And so, when Charlie was mentioning earlier the flywheel effect of how the Google AI creates better results by learning. We at Scorpion think of our Leads AI product as a U in that formula, because the key is, how do you get first party data into Google? How do you inform Google of all the events that happen? Which ones are the ideal events? Which ones are the successful events? And which ones, relatively speaking, are the most valuable events? These are things we automatically do for our customers here, so that we can continue to optimize using Google's AI through all their products, whether it's Smart Bidding, through Broad Match, through PMax, and many, many more products. Next, Andrew. So the other piece I wanted to share with everybody here is that I'm sure if you've studied AI and you've studied its importance with advertising, I'm sure that somebody has talked to you about the importance of your customers' first party data and having that feed the AI systems to better performance. And so one of the things that we've really prioritized here at Scorpion with our customers is we want to make sure we can get as accurate and as relevant and as automated as possible the first party data of our customers, in terms of which ones of their leads turn into bookings, which ones of their leads turns into sales, which ones of their customers turn into repeat and the most valuable customers over time. And quite frankly, you only get that through a CRM, and you only get that if it's integrated into your ad system. And so for those marketers out there, for those folks that run ad systems, for those folks that are, businesses that advertise, I would ask yourself, how are you using your first party data? Is it integrated into your ad system? And if it isn't, I would, think about how you make that a top priority for the remainder of 2025. It's been critical for Scorpion. We've integrated over 3,000 of our customers. And that number is only going to get closer to 100% every day as we integrate customers literally every day, via their CRM system into our ad system to feed Google's, advertising AI. Next, Andrew. And so, I think one of the use cases I like to show here, as far as how our Leads AI technology helps, with not only performance, but also with product adoption, which essentially translates into product confidence. Because we can instantly look at every lead and understand, is this a good lead? Is this a valuable lead? Through our Leads AI tech, We get very positive feedback, not only to to our ad systems, also to Google, but also to our consumers, right? And we were having a lot of difficulty prior to having this first party data readily available to our customers with PMax leads, for example. And because of the fact that we were seeing such good performance on PMax, not only with cost per lead, but also with quality of lead. And when you compare the fact that the quality of lead is close to, let's say, a Google search lead, but the cost is fractional, this channel has become very, very popular with our customers and also has become very critical in our portfolios in terms of how we spend our ad dollars for our customers. And so to the right here, you'll notice this is literally our product adoption curve for PMax since mid-year of May last year to February this year. And it's only because of the confidence that our customers can see in the fact that they're seeing a lot of great leads coming out of this channel, and the fact that they're seeing results. Not only are our customers adopting it more and more, but also our ad systems are prioritizing and biasing it more and more in terms of how we dictate ad spend. Next, Andrew. And so, just really to sum this up here, what this all comes down to is, we as marketers, those of you that are businesses that advertise, it's important how to understand how to better spend your ad dollars, right? We at Scorpion have systems that will dictate which channels, which keywords, really everything in terms of which dollars perform better, because we now have the ability to create what I like to call performance and ROI profiles for every single advertising event that happens. And because we can measure this, because we have access to the first party data, and because the access to that and the processing of that is automated and instant, it makes the distribution of ad dollars across all of Google's products that much simpler and easier for us. All right. And then with that being said, Andrew, I guess we can turn it over to questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ashley and Charlie. If anyone has any questions, feel free to drop those in the chat or the Q&A section, and we'll go through those. Looks like Mark Midwin had asked, would you or why would you run Smart Campaigns and PMax at the same time? So maybe, I don't know, Ashley, maybe you can tackle that one.
Yeah. So I've heard Google call, I think you're referring to Smart Bidding Campaigns via Broadmatch and also PMax concurrently. I've heard Google refer to this as a power pair many times over. And the way to think about this, if you think about the evolution of, bottom of funnel or lead generation advertising channels for us, it started with Exact Match, Exact Phrase, and then obviously Broad came along. And if you think about, the slide that Charlie referred to earlier, every day we see 15, it's a compounding thing daily. Every day we see 15% of all searches are new searches, right? The formats of search, the formats in which way searches are happening are changing. It's not just a keyword search. And so what you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure you cover a very wide net as far as where consumers are looking for your products and services. And also you want to enable, Google's AI products to be able to work in their best manner. Okay. And so by running both Broad and also PMax, you're covering a very wide net of where you could be found. If you incorporate, which, as I said, I strongly recommend the use of first party data, with your advertising systems, it trains Google across all your campaigns on who your best consumers are, where to find them, and then also where to focus your auctions and your bids towards. So it's a pretty standard practice for us. As you notice the curve in terms of the PMax adoption, it's a pretty standard practice for us here at Scorpion to run both Broad and also PMax. And we do this because we see results, and ultimately that's the bottom line. Charlie, I don't know if you want to add anything to
that. Plus one to what you say, Ashley. Definitely combining search and PMax is the best combination. Just adding my 2 cents here. When you combine these two AI solutions, basically at the moment of the auctions, if you have both campaigns running across your Google Ads account, Google has more tools to identify which is the right campaign that could go and win that specific auction. So basically, you're giving more tools to the campaign and the AI to find more relevant users for you when you run both campaigns together alongside at the same time. And even more if you have offline conversion info and you provide information about your business directly to those campaigns, that will definitely drive great results. Yeah.
Yep. And also, I see the next question in the chat, Andrew, as far as do these campaigns compete against each other? I can't speak to what's behind the scenes at Google, but what I can say, just as far as Representative Scorpion, who manages thousands and thousands of customers and thousands of advertising campaigns on top of that, when we deploy PMax with search, we don't see a decline in search performance, right? We don't see a decline in search impressions. We don't see a decline in rank loss. And also, just to stress, not all of your events from PMax come from search, right? They come from YouTube. They come from, display units. They come from Gmail units. So they are meant to complement each other. And I can't exactly explain why. As I said, I'm not behind the scenes, but what I can explain is when we do run them together, we do not see a drop off in performance and search as a function of PMax being a companion product.
Adding something here regarding the competition. So every time that you run both campaigns together, right? Whereas you have search campaigns and you have keywords in exact, and someone search for those specific keywords in exact, Google is always going to prioritize those keywords in exact, like if you have those campaigns in search versus PMax, right? At the moment of the auction, where the auction happens, Google is going to decide which is there is an opportunity that both ads can show up between search and PMax. Google is going to decide which is the ad that has the highest chance of winning that auction at a lower CPC. And that's going to be the best decision for Google to decide, okay, if there's a search query that basically search and PMax can show up an ad, Google is going to decide, okay, which one is the one that has the higher ad quality rank and the lowest CPC to win that specific auction, and that's the one that's going to show up. So basically, it's not a competition, right? Because it's like, in terms like whenever this happens, Google is going to prioritize the one that has the better chance to drive you better performance and CPCs.
Awesome. Thank you, Charlie. See if there's any more questions. One thing I would love to know from both of you is if people are feeling motivated after this or wanting to look more into their ad strategy, like what's one thing people could do today to just improve their strategy overall, kind of no matter where they are in that journey? What's something that they could kind of focus on for a few minutes today to get a better idea on how to improve?
Yeah, I'll go back to first party data. If you haven't integrated your CRM into your ad system, it's really difficult to analyze ad results. Attribution from an invoice to Google Click ID is a very powerful thing to measure. And otherwise, you're inferring your results as opposed to you're identifying your result for your advertising dollars. So I can't stress that enough. As I said, we've literally gone from like tens of customers with the CRM integration to thousands. Our goal is to hit 100%. We're well on our way there. I can't stress it enough.
Similar to Ashley, what I will do is like basically understand or try to check if your business goals are aligned with what basically you are transferring to Google Ads, or what you're optimizing Google Ads, which is basically in line with importing offline information to the system. Because as I said at the beginning, the AI relies 100% on the information that we provide. So as long as we provide good information, I think that's the best piece of advice to enhance your marketing strategies.
Awesome. Thank you. Looks like we don't have any more questions right now. I think this is a good opportunity to let everyone have go on with their day. So just a reminder. Oh, hold on. Someone threw a question. Are ads still based on keywords, or what is best practice?
I think,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead,
Go
Charlie.
ahead.
You can go ahead, Charlie.
No, basically, it depends on the type of campaign, right? If you run a search campaign, you will rely on keywords. But if you use broad match, you will basically Google more chances to be more flexible in the type of keywords that it could be able to match. In the case of Performance Max, Performance is a keywordless campaign, so just provide your business goal, and based on that, Google try to show ads across all the entire networks. That's why what Ashley mentioned is offline information is important, because basically if you provide the right information to the PMAX campaign, as it's a keywordless campaign, is the main source that Google is going to use to decide what kind of ads is going to show and to who.
Awesome. And yes, everyone will get a recording of this webinar via email. So you'll have this to reference back. So thank you again for your time. Ashley, Charlie, really appreciate you sharing your expertise here. Really great information, and I hope everyone has a great afternoon.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.